All right, hey everyone. Welcome to another Hypernova Solar Car meeting. I'm your president, Alex Hughes. If you can hear me, please type a 123 in the chat so I know that I am not muted, as I typically am during these meetings. And while I wait for you all to do that, I will get the presentation set up for today. On this screen, I'm going to become a better streamer than this. And we're going to get this set up over here. Okay, I see a lot of 1, 2, 3s. Good. Okay. Quickly, we are going to transition. How do I do this? There we go. Okay, cool. Thank you all for joining me again. Today is the 6th of June. This is the second meeting of the year. First actual meeting, I guess. It looks like we already have a slightly larger turnout than next week, which is good. I'm seeing a lot of people here in the chat. But I still want to start getting everyone pulled in together. We had like 30 people express interest in the summer survey, saying they wanted to be a part of the summer meeting. So I want you all's help in figuring out why some people are not here, so we can start getting back up to full speed and rhythm. Anyways, pretty short meeting today, or pretty short live stream. Then we'll jump into the meeting itself. Just gonna go through some brief team updates, same things as last week, some updates to the sub teams, and then we'll jump into the weekly meeting. So same two updates I have from last week, and I'll continue talking about them just going forward until we have enough interest in both of these. First and foremost is if you are looking for an on-campus job next semester, we are looking for people to work at the new Mix at Horizon space. So if you want a part-time on-campus job that pays well, it's basically free money. You get to work in there and you get to like study stuff or work on 3D printers. I don't know. It's cool. If I were you all and I were a student, I would definitely work here in the fall because they're hiring Solar Car members, and we're gonna have Solar Car meetings there. So you might as well work there and get paid for it. So let me know if you're interested in that. The other thing, if you're not already, please follow our Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook pages, because the more followers we have on social media, the more we can spread Solar Car's name throughout the area, the more sponsors we get, the more interest we get, the more members. It's this positive feedback loop, and it all starts with just hitting those follow buttons. So please follow our social media accounts. So quick update on in-person meetings. Sorry to anyone who signed up for last week's in-person meetings. It was really only me, Abigail, and Brandon. But Johnny canceled on us again last week. It was a miscommunication between me and him, but he's rescheduled us for this week. So we will have 2 meetings this coming week, 2 in-person meetings at least. One of them will be the standard build space meetings where we could work on Hypernova 1, we could work on Orion, we could do our welding and fabrication and stuff. That's going to be Friday from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Manassas Build Space over by the Science and Technology campus. We will have a second meeting as well on Friday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the Fairfax campus. And this is going to be to help set up the new Mix at Horizon facility. So the person who's running the mix now is a lady named Giselle. And in exchange for our team helping her set up the mix that day, we get access to the space for the rest of the summer. So some of the ladies are actually going to get swipe access to that facility, so you all can start meeting on campus in that space. Probably mostly just going to use that for logistics and business meetings, but if other sub-teams want to have meetings there as well, you can. So please, if you are available on Friday to help set up the mix for a few hours, please let me or Mike know. Because if no one shows up, they might not give us access, and that would be very annoying. Again, just meeting requirements. Must be fully vaccinated to attend the meetings. We cannot have more than 10 people at each meeting, but I expect that to be lifted soon. And finally, if you want to use the welders or the other machines at the Manassas Build Space, you must take the fire extinguisher safety training available at ehs.gmu.edu. I'll repeat that again. If you want to use the welders or any other major tools at the build space, you must take the fire extinguisher safety training. And it's all virtual, it's online. You just go to ehs.gmu.edu and sign up. They have like one training session a week. And once you show Johnny that you have actually taken that course, he will teach you how to weld or use all the other tools there. So please do that if you're interested in welding or using tools in general. Finally, if you are interested in coming to a summer meeting, you must fill out the weekly form. I realize my face is blocking that, so if you guys want to scan that with your QR code as soon as I get rid of my face, there we go. I'll also drop this in chat later. But we will have a sign up, and you have to sign up if you want to come to one of the meetings. So, you know, it helps us control who's actually coming, who's not coming. If we accidentally go over that 10-person limit, this will give us a list of like who are the first 10. So please fill out the sign up forms if you are interested in coming to an in-person meeting. Cool. So quickly going on to some of the weekly updates. These are mostly repeats of last week's updates, just because I know a lot of people weren't there. Frame subteam made a lot of work on Hypernova 1's frame over the spring semester. I really want to get that finished out now. Let me know how front and rear suspension are doing. Are we ready to start fabrication? Are we ready to buy materials for those? Are the doors and harness mount locations finished? So is the frame passing impact regulations? That's what I care about. I want to know, are we good to actually begin welding? If we're not passing impact regulations, we can't start welding. So that's the next big thing. Electrical subteam, getting ready for Orion to be finished. So mounting the battery pack and testing the new battery management system on Orion. And also we have a few new mechanical members who are going to help out with a CAD model of the Hypernova 1 battery management system. So the entire Snorlax enclosure. Suspension, I just briefly talked about suspension, but we'll mention suspension again. Let me know how that's going. Are you guys finished with CAD models? Are you guys ready to start buying materials? I know you guys wanted to, you know, CNC some aluminum stuff. So are we ready to start buying that stuff? If so, let's do it. I'm sick of waiting around. So if you need something bought, let's go get those done. Belt printer. Lots of belt printer progress has been made in the past week or so. We got in most of the remaining stuff. We have the bed already assembled. I've been buying more components. I scheduled some time with the CNC shop so we can actually fabricate the plates that we need for the bed of the printer. So yeah, that's just rolling along. We just need to wait for some more stuff to come in. But belt printer is very quickly coming along here. Logistics team. So we've been getting a lot of sponsorships. We raised $1,000 in the past 2 weeks from Walmart. Let's start reaching out to more sponsors. I want to go into the fall semester with a lot of money. If we could go into the fall semester with having like $10,000 in our bank account, that would be fantastic. Because that would allow us to really accelerate our build schedules for Hypernova 1 and future vehicles once the fall semester starts and we really start recruiting again. So yeah, if you all can meet and talk about that stuff today, that would be fantastic. And then Orion subteam. So we did get the new shocks in. I have it over here in this box. So we got new shocks in. Now we're just waiting on Johnny to finish the welding of the rear suspension, and then we'll test mount the shock. We'll put the wheel on, and then electrical team can finally have Orion to start driving the vehicle around. That comes with mounting the motor, getting the motor connected to the battery pack, and just sending it YOLO. Cool. So that's all the updates I have for you all today. Go ahead and jump into your sub-team meetings and talk with other people there. If no one from your sub-team is there, jump into another sub-team room and just follow up with people. Please do not leave the meeting without talking to both me and Mike by the end of today, just so we could see where everyone's at. Other than that, I will see you all in the Discord.